Welcome to the Garnet B. Rickard Recreation Complex Sunday afternoon hockey for the under 12 AAA, finishing off their season at home against the NorthCentral Predators. And Crab picks up that loose puck to start things off, putting it back behind the goal. Nathan Armstrong in goal for the Toros, and Haitola is at the other end for NorthCentral. De Kaiser and McLean trying to get the puck free from behind the net. Got it up through center for Hayes, who gets that up through center now for De Kaiser, trying to get around the defender. We're getting our first penalty of the game, and not even a minute in, the Toros go to the power play. Face-off was off to the right. It was an interference call. I believe that has Galloy in the box for NorthCentral. Back to the line for Powell. Can't shoot. Drops it off for Pearson. Hicks a shot. Stopped there by Haitola. Rebound is backhanded right into the glove of Haitola, who makes that save as well. Now it's going to be a face-off for Cannon to try and win it. It's back in behind the net. Ashton Cannon trying to dig that puck free from the side of the left net. Cannon gets it back again. Back to the line for Powell. Powell keeps it alive for Pearson Hicks on the other side. Hicks over here to the side for Ashton Cannon. Found on that one-timer from behind the net. Toros trying to get something going here on their power play to start things off. Cannon shot. Hit the side of the net though. Haitola couldn't get that. Backhand no for Cannon. Back to the line for Powell, trying to keep it alive. And he's doing everything he can with his feet because he's lost his stick. Harlan Ralph is helping out as well. Ralph gets it away for Hicks. Shot! Scores! Pearson Hicks opens up the scoring, snapping it over the blocker hand of Haitola. And it's 1-0 Toros. One for one on their power play now for the Toros. NorthCentral with a lead pass up through center. We went over the stick there of Duncan, right at the line. Here comes a chance now. Bringing this in for NorthCentral is Bissot. Bissot puts that behind the net, and around the boards it goes. Bissot tried to pick up that loose puck again. Coming off to the corner against Duncan as that's behind the goal. Scooped up by the Toros, trying to get it out. As that gets knocked down here by Hall at the line, but it went over his stick. Still loose here from the side to try and put it in the zone against Bissot, along with Sheldon trying to make his way in. That gets cleared away past the defense, all the way down the ice and into the corner. Hall going back behind the net to scoop that up. Number 37 is out there as well on defense without a name on the back of his jersey. Here comes a chance now for Duncan to win this battle in the right corner. Taken away by NorthCentral again. That gets cleared down the ice. It's going to go right into Armstrong, who will make his first save of the game and steer it off for Liam McLean. McLean from his own end gets it over here to the other side for Crab over his stick, and De Kaiser tried to tip it in. Keegan Crab on that loose puck here again. Trying to backhand this way. Got knocked down here by number 18 behind the goal. He's going to get some help from behind the net. Taken away here by the Toros, trying to get it out of their own end. Looking for a lead pass out of his own zone. There's McLean. Good job to spin away from the checker and get it over here to the other side as they look for an open ice again with Wyatt Silva. Silva puts us in. De Kaiser's going to go after the puck behind the goal. He's got Evan Hayes out in front of the net as well, looking for the pass out in front. Lead pass up through center here for NorthCentral, tipped into the zone. Right behind the net goes Tyler Powell now. Powell from behind the goal. Lead pass for Pearson Hicks. Hicks puts the brakes on, spins away from the checker, and drops it off to the side. There's a lead pass here for Ashton Cannon. Couldn't get around the defender, and here comes NorthCentral with a lead pass in. Looking to take this shot there. It goes right on net and gets steered aside by Armstrong behind the goal. Over here on the right-hand side, getting it back to the blue line. Looking for a shot through a screen. It's redirected wide. Coming around the side, Cannon trying to get it out. Here comes up through center, but it'll get picked off here by NorthCentral and sent back deep. back in behind the goal. As that's Rogers, number 22. From behind the net. Chance here to clear for the Toros as they got it up here for Ashton Cannon. Can't get it out of his own end. Here's a shot. Stopped by Armstrong. And there's no rebound. Face-off coming off to his right. Here comes a chance now to skate with the loose puck up through center with Ben Duncan. Knocked off his stick. Goes back in behind the net. Looking for a pass here for Jordan Ellis. Ellis from behind the goal tried to get rid of it. Backhand shot there by Brousseau is knocked down. Another backhand shot. Right pad saved there this time by Armstrong. Chance to clear for Duncan. Got it up through center. Here comes a chance to get around that defender and couldn't make his way around. Here comes another chance now. That pass was broken up and here comes the chance for North Central up over the line. Put back in the zone. Here comes the chance. Brousseau couldn't shoot. Here comes the chance. Shot on net. As that's Fitzmaurice firing it wide of the net. Kept in from the line. Now taken away here by the Toros behind their own net is Vandermeer. Looking for a chance to clear it out. Got it up through center here for Nathan Frendo to try and make his way through and had it knocked away off his stick. From their own end. Picking this up here was Crab. Getting it back here to the line. A late pass is up here for Ellis who tries to make his way in the shot. And that'll get stopped there by Haitola who will hold on to it. Kaiser now to take this draw off to the left of Haitola, who's getting set in the North Central end. Gets it back to the line for Hicks. Lone goal scorer on the power play early here in the first period. Backhanded to the front of the net, trying to send one out in front. Mac de Kaiser trying to help out as well. From behind the goal goes Silva with it. Silva looks out in front for Hayes and that one over his stick. Back up the other way comes a chance for North Central to clear it in. From their own end, it's Hicks. He had some pressure on him against number 11, Clausen. Good job here by Hicks to get around the defender right in front. That'll go over the stick. Kept in by Powell from the line. Powell pushes this behind the net for DeKaiser now. DeKaiser tried to get around the defender. He's pushed off on the right-hand side and gets pinned in that left corner. Trying to get it back here for a chance. Tipped off his stick by Silva, but here comes a chance back up the other way by Clausen. Clausen has the control of the puck, number 11, for North Central Predators off to the corner. Back down low and behind the net. Rogers is going to try and help here in the corner to get it free. Late pass is up through center. Here they come up through center ice with Pearson Hicks and Evan Hayes. Hicks, shot! Stopped there by Haitola, who holds on to it. Another draw off to his right. Trying to get this back to the line for Vandermeer. Simon Vandermeer tried to put that back in the zone. Got some help there with Ashton Cannon. Drops it back to the line. They're going to look for an open lane now for Cannon again. Ashton Cannon bringing it in. Getting up here with Marcus Jackson and Harlan Ralph. There's a pass over his stick. Kept in from the line. Tried to keep it in was Vandermeer. Couldn't do it, but Marcus Jackson right behind him puts it back into the North Central end. Here comes a chance now for Harlan Ralph in the corner. Ralph is in that left corner to try and win that battle. He got some help to try and get the puck free. Jackson waiting for a pass out in front. Marcus Jackson will pick this up. Trying to turn this from behind the goal and set things up. Jackson walks it out. Looking for a pass to the side and Cannon wasn't in position to take it. Ashton Cannon back to the line for Vandermeer. Shot. Tipped on the way through by Jackson wide of the net. A chance to clear this out and they will. Right over their own stick down the ice. And we'll get an icing call. Face-off now is off to the left of the North Central end. Here comes a chance to get it back to the blue line now. Good job there by Liam McLean. Back to the blue line again for Crab. He can't keep it alive. This leads to a 2-on-1 back up the other way as they drop it off. Out of the reach there behind the net. Brousseau from behind the goal. Taken away here by the Toros out of their own end. Knocked down here again. This time by Frendo, who couldn't go with the puck. Here comes a chance with a lead pass to tip it in. That one over the stick of the Toros defense and back in the corner for McLean. Liam McLean from his own end will get it over here. Turnover. Here comes a shot, but went over the stick, or he was ready to pull the trigger from the slot area, Jordan Ellis. That lead pass is trying to get put in there by Frendo. From center, Mac DeKaiser picks it off. Gonna make this way in to try and get around the defender of number 37. Back to the line for Pearson Hicks. Hicks a shot, it's gonna go wide. Coming around the boards, Powell gonna try and hold it in. Along with Hayes at the line, and it comes free. Here comes Hicks again with that loose puck right here in front of us. Pearson Hicks gets it to the other side. Late pass for DeKaiser and Hayes over both their sticks and into the corner. From behind the net. Coming around the boards here for North Central. Trying to get it out of their own end. Toros looking for one more chance here in this first period. Looks like the last minute of play. That goes on net. And just Armstrong was getting ready to stop that, and it went through him. Luckily, it didn't hit the net. It went in behind instead. Looking for this lead pass. Bad pass. Here comes a chance for Zedrick. Zedrick couldn't get that final shot away. Your only goal scorer in period number 1 was Pearson Hicks on a power play as the Toros lead 1-0 after 1 period of play. Faceoff will be right here at center, and it gets won by Ashton Cannon to kick off the second period. Trying to dump this in. Here comes a chance here for Marcus Jackson. Dropping it off. Here comes Harlan Ruff trying for the shot. Goes wide of Haitola. Here comes a chance to get it out of his own end. As that's a dig away here at that loose puck. It finally comes free here for Cranston, who gets that puck up through center. Cranston puts that back in the corner. Pearson Hicks on that loose puck behind the goal. Hicks trying to get it around the defender. Rogers is out here as well, number 22. He's trying to stick to his man, but they get around him. They got a chance here at the side. Marcus Jackson waiting for a pass. Instead it goes to the front of the goal and gets tipped in by Pearson Hicks for his second of the game as he redirects it up and over Haitola to make it 2-0. Faceoff gets won by North Central. Fitzmaurice tried to dump this in here for his team. Behind the goal is Vandermeer. Getting some help behind the net, and they'll scoop that up with Friendo to try and get it out of his own zone. It's over here in that right corner to try and walk it out. They got a chance here. Number 37 fell down. That leads to one here for Duncan. Ben Duncan taking one to the front of the net. Passes off instead as he tried to find Ellis on the other side. Got broken up. Trying to keep this alive. Swept away here through center as the Toros will scoop it up through center ice. Looking for this pass. That goes over everybody. Trying to knock that down. Good hand-eye there by Ellis to try and put this in the zone. Jordan Ellis from behind the goal trying to get around the defender of Fitzmaurice. From behind, Duncan waiting at it front here for a pass. It gets taken away. Here comes a chance back up the other way for North Central. Coming up with 3. Up over the line, a shot is scooped up by Armstrong as he holds on to it. Face-off was off to the left. Here's a shot. Skipping in wide past Armstrong off to the corner. Trying to keep it in that right-hand side. Walking it out there was Klassen. Can't get one to the net as it was Armstrong shutting the door, closing up the legs and making sure it didn't make its way in. Klassen now take the draw again here for North Central. Off to the right of Nathan Armstrong. Wins that draw. Here comes a chance. Trying to turn up the wheels here is Hayes. Up over the line. Hayes is getting up there with DeKaiser, but loses his footing. Here comes a chance now. Racing after here is Murphy, trying to get to that loose puck here for North Central. Tried to get here for Klassen from behind. Klassen from behind the net, trying to jam it out in front. As it's behind the goal, he's getting guarded by Ashton Cannon. Trying to get it back to the line here for Hall. And that didn't work. From behind the goal. Good cutoff there. Klassen's going to try and help out in the right corner to get that puck free. They're going to walk it out and try and set it up in front. Taken away here by the Toros on the right-hand side. From behind the goal, that's Liam McLean over his stick. Kept in on the other end by North Central, who put it behind the goal. Wrapped around the net. Trying to keep this in. He does. Hall's shot is redirected. High and wide and over the goal. McLean trying to be the first one there in the corner to dig away at it. DeKaiser as well, trying to get that puck free from some feet area. And it finally comes free and out for De Kaiser. Here comes a chance to move it up. He's got to turn up the wheels here to flip it in. Cranston from his own end couldn't go with it. Fitzmaurice, lead pass is over everybody. Pearson Hicks out there scored the only 2 goals, one in the first, one in the second. Both of them came early in the period. Hicks, late pass, up through center, coming in over the line. That's going to be stayed onside. Thought it might have been offside. Here comes a chance here for Powell to dump it in as he puts it behind the net. Fitzmaurice going after it in the corner. Drops it back to the line though. Around the boards it goes here for North Central to get it out of their own end. Lead pass for Cranston. Cranston tries to make his way in, drops it off. Here for Sheldon to try and make his way through. As it's in behind the net. Here comes a chance to clear it out of his own zone. Lead pass. It's tape to tape, and they started in on a 3-on-1 back up the other way. Led in by Hicks. Shot! Good stop there by Haitola. Got a piece of that as it went up into the netting. Got a play. Ashton Cannon again will take this draw off to the right of the North Central end. It goes behind the goal. Skating away with it out of his own zone with a lead pass. Trying to make his way through. It drops pass off to the corner. Right in front of it, that gets stopped. Loose puck from the side. They're trying to jam it in, and nobody could get their stick on it. Face-off is off to the left. Trying to win this draw behind the goal goes Vandermeer as he puts it behind the net. Here comes a chance to move this up here for Marcus Jackson. Cleared away through center. Jackson trying to pick up that loose puck. Vandermeer will pick this up in his own end. Vandermeer got it here to the other side as they look to flip it out. Number 37 held that in. Behind the goal it goes now. Looking from the side. Tried to jam it in. It's up in the air. Trying to get that loose puck in the slot area. And the Toros will skate it away out of the danger. Out of the danger and through center. Here comes a chance to dump it in for Ralph behind the goal. Number 37 from behind the net is going to look over here to the side. Kept in here by the Toros Vandermeer, who's doing everything he could. Ellis will come over here to the side. Drops it back over here for Nathan Burnett. Here comes a chance now. Burnett trying to keep this in, and he does. Good job by him. Puts it behind the net. Number 37 is guarded on there by Duncan. Here comes Frendo with that loose puck. Frendo trying to shoot one to the net, and he kicks one to the goal. It gets fired wide. Here comes a chance to clear. Pifford Guy over his stick as it goes back into the Toros end. Looking to take advantage of a North Central change. He'll start it in. All the way up over the line comes McLean. Shot! Stopped there by Haitola, who's able to corral it. Mac De Kaiser now to take the draw. It's in behind the net. De Kaiser going after it. Trying to look out in front. He has Hayes there. De Kaiser keeps it to himself. But now it's a turnover though. Here comes a chance to flip it away. It's off to the corner. Trying to race after that puck behind the goal. He scoops it up. Putting it on the backhand. Gets taken away here by North Central behind the goal. And there's a hit there in the corner. And we're going to get our first Toros penalty. And it'll come for body checking. So after that great rush opportunity by Liam McLean, now he's got to serve at least 2 minutes or less. There's a shot that goes wide off the line. Trying to get this over here for De Kaiser. It gets kept in here by Hall from the line, who tried to keep it alive. Hall gets free. Looks at in front. Instead goes off to the right side. Hall keeping control of that puck here for North Central Predators. Back down low and behind the goal. Right in front. Hopped over the stick of Rogers right in front. Here comes a chance to clear, and they'll dump it down the ice. Back into the corner it goes. From behind the net, it gets scooped up here by Hall, who gets it over here to the other side. They'll look to get it out of their own end, but that pass went over the stick of Rogers, and it's not going to have enough to go for icing. Tyler Powell, though, will have loads of time to send this down the ice and kill off more time. From behind the goal, it'll get stopped there behind by Haitola. And here comes a chance now for Hall to start this out of his own end. Makes his way around Hayes, but this is going to be a penalty coming up here to Hayes for slashing. Face-off now is off to the left of the Toros end as Armstrong gets ready in the goal. Vandermeer tried to clear it out. Got kept in here from the blue line now. Here comes a chance to keep it alive. It goes back to the line here for Fitzmaurice. There's a shot that gets blocked. Chance to clear it out. Gets kept in here again from the line. Looking for a shot on net. Good save, rebound, and they score from the side of the net. Armstrong made the initial stop, but it went right to the side of the goal. And North Central cash in on one of their power plays, and they'll still stay on that power play on the penalty to Hayes. Face off here from center, Fitzmaurice. They're trying to get around Keegan Crabb here. Another opportunity here for North Central, but the puck went over the stick on the other end. And this is going to be North Central penalty this time, so that'll wipe out the penalty to Hayes. And so he's going to get this. It's going to be number 87 coming up for the penalty. And that's Hall who's getting it. Face off is coming back into the North Central end. Hall and Ralph to take this draw. Hall take it behind the net. Looking for a chance from Murphy. Murphy with a lead pass up through center. Went over the stick of Guy as they try and get this in. Up through center, they try and get to this loose puck. Marcus Jackson sticking to his man. Back into the Toros end it goes. They're going to dump it away. Hall knocked that down. Hall's going to get to this loose puck. So it's Guy that's in the box, number 87 for North Central from behind the goal. Trying to win this battle from behind the net. And that is a chance to clear it away for Harlan Ralph, who runs into his man. Getting it over here for Pearson Hicks. Hicks from his own end will start this in. He's coming in here up over the line and stays onside. Hicks, shot! Missed the mark. Tried to pick this back up again. Turned over, and here comes a chance. North Central looking for this pass through center for Hall. Hall is trying to get to the loose puck here before. Here comes a chance now for Hall. He'll get free and try and split the D, but the Toros take the puck away. Coming out of their own end to try and get around the check of Clausen. There's a drop pass, and here comes Frendo. Up over the line into the corner. Frendo out in front, steered aside there by Haitola. The penalty to Hayes is over. Here comes a chance back up the other way for North Central. Leading something short-handed. The backhand isn't going to feel Nathan Armstrong, who closes the legs and holds on to it. Face-off was off to the right of Armstrong as it comes around the boards. From behind the net, looking to move this out through center. Can't get around the defender as it gets poked deep back and behind. Guy is almost let free from the penalty box as that's behind the goal. Chance here to keep this from behind their own net. The lead pass is knocked down here by Rogers on the other side. Guy is out of the box. 37 is going to keep this in here for North Central. Trying to put it in behind the goal. That is Brousseau trying to do something here with the puck. But here comes a chance now for the Toros to bring it in. Flipped all the way past the defender as that's Frendo coming after it. Along with Duncan. They try to set it up in front. Duncan tried to bounce that in off the backhand boards. From behind their own net. Cleared away, and here comes a chance for Rogers to dump it away through center. Cranston's bringing it in. With a drop pass, they try to shoot this. Stopped there by Armstrong, who took that one in the logo area. Trying to get this back to the blue line now. Good job here by Silva. Taking it behind the goal. He'll get hit in behind the net. Good job here to try and get that puck free. From behind the goal, that's Liam McLean trying to dig it out from behind the goal. It's really tangled up back there. Picked up here by Cranston. Looking for the wraparound out of front. And there's a shot. Good stop there out of front by Armstrong, but the puck is still free. Around the boards it goes, trying to keep this alive for North Central. Trying to drop it back here to the line to Sheldon, who's waiting at the blue line. Here comes a chance now for the Toros, and it's a turnover though. Staying into the zone, here they come. Trying to make it his way around Whitaker. Here's a shot. It's going to skip past Haitola. From up out of their own end. That was Sheldon who couldn't get it out. From their own zone, trying to put this back in. Instead, drops it off to the side. Tyler Powell's got to go over here to the right corner to try and get it out. Got it up here for Wyatt Silva. Pearson Hicks tried to stick to his man behind the net, along with the Kaiser to get that puck free. That's going over the stick as Hall tries to keep this alive. Hall is setting it up. That one over the stick before he could pull the trigger, though, as it's off to the right side. Off to the left goes Hayes, or Hicks from behind the goal. It's coming over here for Hayes, but Powell picks it up instead. Off the boards, down the ice, and that will be icing. Face-off was off to the left now of Nathan Armstrong. Goes back here to the line, looking for a shot for a screen. Can't get it through. It's still loose here for a chance for Harlan Ralph to get it out of his own end. Backhanded away by Hall over the stick of Vandermeer. From their own end. Trying to take this from behind the net. It's a pass over here for Jackson who can't get to the loose puck. And now they're skating away after it. He's bringing it up over the line to take one to the front of the net. Turnaround shot there by Cannon. It's stopped by Haitola. Here comes a shot from the line. Pearson Hicks runs into his man as it goes behind the goal. They're looking at it front here from Marcus Jackson. Tipped over his stick. A pass up here now for Pearson Hicks to try and get it away from his man, Guy, on the other side. Trying to get it around Klassen, and they do. Marcus Jackson had to make his way around number 37. Klassen and Murphy tried to get to that loose puck. Here comes Murphy. Coming up over the line, looking to take the shot. Murphy is pushed wide by Pearson Hicks behind the goal. Hicks will leave it behind the net. That's going to be Ashton Cannon picking it up in his own end. He'll try and find some open ice with a lead pass. They got a man to beat. As he tries to make his way around him, Hicks loses control of the puck, and Rogers tried to get it out. Getting up here with Sheldon. Here's his pass. Sheldon is up over the line. He's got Cranston there too, and Cranston fired it wide. But it's out in front, trying to get to that loose puck. Back to the blue line. Number 37 keeps it in. It's a bouncing puck, and the Toros got it away, and here they come up through the center. Bringing it up over the line is Ellis. Shot wide of the mark over the glove hand from the left corner. He's going to skate away with it. Here comes a chance here for number 17 with a shot. Good block there by Liam McLean. Then he gets run into behind the net. That'll be a North Central penalty for body checking. Ashton Cannon will start off this power play. Harlan Ralph tried to get it back to the line. Scoops it back up again. Now it gets cleared away. Tyler Powell from center. Try to move it over here and look for the pass. Up through center ice, they bring it in. Looking for the shot here. It's backhanded away by Ashton Cannon as that's the final shot of period number 2. Kicked aside by Haitola. And it'll be power play for 1:43 to start this third period for the Toros. Ready to kick off period number 3 as the puck goes sliding into the Toros end to start it off. As Pearson Hicks will start off his own power play in the third period behind his own net. Hicks with that lead pass now for Cannon. Trying to bring this in. Ashton Cannon has a man to beat, and that's Whitaker. Takes one to the front of the net, and he loses control of the puck from behind the goal. As they try and bounce that one out in front. Haitola trying to keep his foot against the post and keep that alive. Here comes the chance now for Marcus Jackson. Right in front of the net for Cannon. He goes back to the line, looking for a shot through a screen. As Powell stopped there by Haitola on that long shot by Tyler Powell. Cannon now to take the draw. Wins it back to the line. Here comes a chance now for Pearson Hicks. Hicks keeps it alive and gets it over here to the side. Right in front, tipped on goal. Stopped there by Haitola, who's able to knock that down and hang on to it. In comes Harlan Ralph to take the draw. Ralph trying to keep this alive here. Back to the blue line. Good job there by Powell. Was able to hold it in, but not for long. Cleared away by North Central out of the zone. Back into their own end. It's knocked down with a high stick as Hicks touched it up. Besson now to take this draw here for North Central. Good win there by DeKaiser. Puts it back there for Powell. The pass for Hicks was in his feet area. Murphy tried to get free here for North Central. Behind the net is Powell to pick this up. See the pressure on there by Bissau, so he keeps it behind the net instead. Lead pass for Pearson Hicks now. Hicks is trying to make his way in, trying to get around the defender, slides it on goal, stopped there by Haitola. From behind the net, De Kaiser and Wyatt Silva is over here. Silva gets taken down. Here comes the chance back up the other way for North Central. The penalty now is over. They're going to take one to the front of the net. Mac De Kaiser follows him in behind the goal. Taken away here by North Central again. They're going to get this back to the blue line here for Whitaker. Solomon will put that back behind the net as it comes around here now for Silva, who tried to get it out. Solomon tried to get a stick on it. Whitaker from his own end, from center, dumps that deep. Around the boards it goes here for Liam McLean. Solomon going to try and put pressure on here on the other side, along with Rogers. Rogers and Solomon digging away at the loose puck in the corner, and that'll get fired past Whitaker down the ice and go for icing. Now it's going to be Solomon's draw. Vandermeer tried to dig the puck free. Rogers picks it up behind. Rogers tried to win this battle behind the net, taken away here by Frendo. Frendo gets bumped off that from behind the goal. Chance to clear it out. Got it up here for Jordan Ellis. His pass got picked off. The shot by Hall is kicked off to the right, but it's right onto the stick of Cranston from behind. Cranston will lose control of it to Vandermeer, who couldn't get it out past Solomon. Got it back to the line for Hall with a shot tipped on the way through and wide. Here comes a chance to get it out. It's in the corner where Solomon's trying to win this battle. Fitzmaurice is trying to help out as well. Rogers keeps it alive and puts it behind the goal. Fired past Cranston, but Hall's going to keep this in. Everything he can over there is Hall. Will set up Cranston. Cranston, shot, stopped there by Armstrong, and no rebound. Face-off was off to the right of the Toros end. Trying to get this was Hicks behind the goal for Tyler Powell. Powell will get it back over here for Hicks on a bouncing puck. Here comes a chance to move it away through center. Getting a stick on that was Klassen as they try and dump it in. Here comes Klassen again, trying to dump this in the zone. Tyler Powell knocked that dump in down. As here comes a chance now for Cannon to try and get it free. Behind the goal is Klassen. He had a man at it front, taken away here by Pearson Hicks, who tries to start it up through center. Hicks is now reaching the North Central line and walks in. Shot! That hit the bar in behind Haitola. That had a hat trick on it for Pearson Hicks and just rang the bar in behind Haitola. Whitaker from behind sets it up. The lead pass was over the stick of Powell. McLean trying to pick up this loose puck. As it's over here to the other side, trying to pick it up. Big hit there at the side. Powell tried to get it out of his own end. Klassen loses his footing. Here comes a chance now to get this out of their own zone. Liam McLean has Bissau on him as he gets around Bissau, and here comes a chance now for Liam McLean. Lead pass now for Mac De Kaiser. De Kaiser has a chance to get through as he had to get around the defensive Hall. Hall from behind the net will set this up. The lead pass here for Guy at center ice is swept off his stick. But here comes a chance now as Hayes couldn't get it past Bissau. Solomon was over here on the other side. In behind the goal goes Crab to try and get this out of his own end. Crab with a nice move to get around the defender. Bissau tried to get it away from him as well. Mac De Kaiser from his own zone leads us in. De Kaiser can't get around the defender. That leads to a chance back up the other way. Here comes a pass now for Sheldon up over the line. Sheldon a shot. It's stopped there by Nathan Armstrong, and he doesn't allow a rebound out in front. Face-off is won by the Toros in their own end. Getting it over here now for Silva. From behind the goal, trying to get it away from Rogers, and here comes Evan Hayes. Hayes doing everything he can to get that puck out of his own zone. Rogers, here comes a chance now. Skating it out of his own end comes Burnett. He's trying to start his own rush. Nathan Burnett He's going to put the brakes on, though, and keep control of the puck. Got it back to the line for Vandermeer. Shot tipped on the way through by Hayes, but stopped there by Haitola. Another draw. That's off to the left of the North Central end. Swept past his man. This is going to lead to a 2-on-1 here at center. But Vandermeer was able to take the puck away. Burnett from behind his own goal now. Nathan Burnett tried to get it over here to the other side. Overskating it there at the side was Frendo. But in behind him, here comes a chance to dump it in. That's going back in behind the North Central net and going for icing. Face-off now is off to the right now of Nathan Armstrong. Big defensive win there by the Toros on the draw. Comes off to the corner here as that's Bissot trying to win the battle. He'll get some help with Sheldon behind the goal. Sheldon to Bissot, shot. Left pad stop there by Armstrong. Chance to keep this in, and that's Gello keeping it alive. Behind the goal it goes now for Sheldon. Bissot is going to help him out from behind. It gets taken away by Powell. Trying to jam this out in front as Sheldon was waiting for a pass. Coming around the boards here. From the side is Jordan Ellis with a lead pass. Tape the tape here for Frendo to try and dump it in. It's up over the line for Ben Duncan, taking off his stick. Ellis was trying to get to that loose puck. Here comes Sheldon. Sheldon is getting up here with Guy. The shot hit a stick, but we're getting a penalty coming up here for body checking. Face-off now is off to the right of the Toros end as Armstrong gets ready in the goal. So North Central power play throwing this one 2-1. They scored on one of their power plays. Gonna look to tie things up. Here's Whitaker. Whitaker looking for a shot on net. That gets redirected wide. Picked up here on the other side by Bissot. Bissot got it back to the line for Whitaker. Now for Bissot again. Whitaker from the line. Got it over here for Hall. Behind the net it goes. Liam McLean can't backhand it away. Rogers is right there. Out in front, the intended pass for Cranston was tipped away. Rogers has it again for Solomon now. Solomon, good spin move now. Takes one to the net. Rogers couldn't tip it. Solomon and Rogers trying to dig at that puck. It's just rolled on net and held on to for a face-off by Armstrong. Klassen now to take this draw here for North Central. Loses it in the offensive end. Pearson Hicks. Hicks from his own end. Hard out and down the ice as that goes down into the corner. Haitola is going to lead this from behind his own net. Trying to get this around the boards here for Zedek. Here comes Klassen. Getting up here with Zedek as Klassen gets free from the face-off circle. He's off to the side. He tried to get around Tyler Powell. The pass for Zedek. Out in front is taken off his stick. Here come the Toros back up the other way, led by Pearson Hicks as he's short-handed on his own. Stopped there this time by Haitola. Hicks has got two off Haitola on the day, but not this time. Haitola had his number as he spoils that short-handed opportunity from behind their own net. From center now is Klassen. Dumped in on net and misses the stick of Armstrong. Tyler Powell's on it. Hard around the boards. Good cut off there to cut it off on the wall. Right in front. They got a man right in front of the goal. It was Sheldon. Just couldn't get it past to him. Hayes, chance to clear. Puts it up into his own bench out of play. Now it's a chance for Sheldon to take that draw from behind the goal. Gets cleared over the stick of Hall, who gets tripped up. Right after that is Evan Hayes. Hayes is coming up over the line and cutting free. Hayes puts the brakes on, sets it up to the line. Kept in here by the Toros from the blue line by Burnett. A shot. Tipped on the way through, and it's a right pad stop there by Haitola, who makes that stop. Trying to keep this alive in the offensive end, Vandermeer. From center, backhanded deep back in the zone. As it's right here at center. Trying to win this battle here is Hayes to get that puck free. It squeaks out, and here comes Sheldon. Sheldon is going to get manhandled over here to the other side. Duncan is over here now to scoop it up off the boards. Ben Duncan through center, brings it in. Duncan has started this rush on his own and just fired it wide. He tried to slide it in, but just put it wide right of the net. but Duncan's back on the loose puck. Ben Duncan from behind the goal. He's getting corralled behind the net. Mac DeKaiser is coming to help him. DeKaiser has control of the puck in the left corner now. Is controlled there by number 37, and that's going to be a Toros penalty, and it's going to come to DeKaiser. Ashton Cannon now to take this draw. Wins it for Pearson Hicks. Hicks from his own end gets a pass up through center now. Bringing it in there was Harlan Ralph. It got knocked down there on the other end. Here comes a chance for Tyler Powell through center. Got it up here for Ashton Cannon to try and make his way in. Backhanded deep there by Jackson behind the net as it comes over here to the other side. North Central looking for a chance to get this out of their own end. It was coincidental minors with DeKaiser the only one going for the Toros. Trying to keep this alive in the offensive zone. This is the last game, I believe, for both teams. Neither team will be moving on. So this is the end of the season for both teams. Ashton Cannon dropping it back to the line. Here they come up through center, led in by Wyatt Silva. Silva tried to make his way through and send one to the net. Knocked down here by North Central to try and get it out of their own end is Rogers. He loses it to Pearson Hicks, who drops it back to the side. Through center ice, they're trying to make their way in, and it's Wyatt Silva dumping it into the corner for Hayes. Hayes from behind the net, trying to set this up in front. Getting some help over here for North Central as they skate it away. He's starting it from his own end and now brings it in with Basso. Basso, shot! Fired it wide. From behind the goal is Wyatt Silva to try and knock it off the net. Can't get it out. Kept in though by Hall from the line. Can't get it through. Kept alive by North Central. Right behind the net. They got Basso out in front, and that got stopped by Armstrong. Basso is manhandled there by Frendo. Keegan Crabb on the loose puck puts it around the boards. As that's over here to the other side as Crabb went for the hit. Rogers had it and tried to backhand it in. Hall was in there as well. Basso tried to get it back here for Gello as Gello's coming into the corner. Evan Hayes as long as well, trying to get it out, and he'll start it out through center. Hayes through center ice is going to dump this in. All the way back in behind the net. Gello is behind his own goal to scoop that up. Gello with a pass over here to the other side, picked off here by Tyler Powell at center and just sent right back into the North Central zone. From behind their own net there was Cannon to try and get it free. Here comes Ashton Cannon. Cannon can't shoot one to the net as he got tripped up from behind the goal. This is right where the Toros want to be, as North Central can't pull the goalie if they keep it in their offensive end. From behind the net. Here comes a chance to clear it away, and that's knocked down here by Hicks at center. Trying to dump it here to the other side. We're into the last minute of play of the third period. Here comes a chance now for Ralph to try and get that behind the net as Cannon was in there as well. Wrapped around the boards. Tyler Powell tried to keep it alive. Cannon trying to dig away at the loose puck as well, as it's right here in front of us. Now it's free here for Zedek, who dumps it in. Now Hightolla's going to go to the bench for the extra attacker. Klassen from behind the net sets it up. Harlan Ralph has control. Going to look to move this over here for Evan Hayes. Or Pearson Hicks, sorry. Hicks tried to get to that loose puck. That's picked up by Ashton Cannon, who couldn't get to it. Over the stick here of Hicks. Here comes a chance there for Fitzmaurice to keep it alive. Ashton Cannon couldn't get it. Here comes a chance now. Backhand, high and wide. Keeping it alive is Klassen. He can't jam it in. From behind the goal, the Toros trying to keep it back there, and they do. And the under 12 AAA Toros are able to win their final game of the year as they knock off the North Central Predators 2-1. Pearson Hicks had a goal in period number 1 and a goal in period number 2 to make it 2-0. North Central got close with a power play goal in that second period, but that's how this one will end. I want to thank the under 12 AAA Toros for having me out for a couple of times this year. Had a lot of fun doing as many games as I could for them. and I hope to do again some games next season. All the best to the players who make the team next year. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.